if you start and stop, then it takes doubly long because you've lost the rhythm.
Right, makes sense.
And that's why you size up the warm up before you go in. Like, I know with Nikki, there was some chestnut horse just being horrible there on. Did you see that chestnut horse that was being bad on our warm up?
I don't remember.
He's scared of the cows. But I was like, okay, I've got a baby. It's his first show. I am not going near that chestnut horse. I had that scoped out before I ever put my foot in the stirrup. And that's just because I show a lot and I used to, ride a lot of babies. That, like, why am I going near that thing? It's standing up on his hind legs with his tail up over its back.
So should I sort of not do the leg heels or go?
But we just did leg heel. We did it a different
awesome.
way.
Okay, which makes more sense with him because he doesn't want to get
Right.
on my left
So
leg.
that again is something you figure out ahead of time, and you say, okay, that leg heel was better than the one going down the quarter line to the track or whatever. But the point is that I shouldn't be grinding my leg in to make him move away. I should be able to put my leg there, boom, he moves.
He should move.
But it has to be done every day. It has to be reminded to him. You could also do some turns on the forehand if you wanted in the beginning. Maybe at home, maybe not at the show, but again, that's moving off the leg. That's clumped into that. So you start to narrow it down. What is the most benefit? And it might change as your training changes, But for this moment in time, when I go to that show, what is going to get me there easiest and loosest? It's not complicated. It just takes thought. And and I can tell with everybody here, but with you, that it's going to make you calmer because you have a plan. And you're not like, oh my God, I have 10 minutes. Oh my God, I'm not ready. You go, oh, I have 10 minutes. I think I'll do a little counter canter and that'll be good. Or I don't know what it would be, but you're not feeling frantic that you're almost at the end of your warm up and you haven't addressed.
Do you think with him 20 minutes is enough? 30?
If you did maybe the last day 20 would be enough. Or maybe, again, you'd have to judge how he felt the day before. But remember, you're walking the first bit and you're sizing out your warm-up.
Yeah.
I always plan a half an hour.
Okay.
And you might be able to, if he warms up super and you go, oh, this is going to go pretty fast, between phase 1 of your warm-up, which is what we just did, and phase 2, you might give him a little bit longer break. That'll eat up 5 minutes, right?
True.
It's an art, the warm-up. It is such an art. And that's why I want you to that's why this is so timely that we're doing this today. Because then you're not going to go there and go, oh, bleh. You're going to go, okay. And I would recommend writing it down.
Oh, I definitely.
Yeah. So go ahead and pick up the reins. Now we're going to go on phase 2, which we're going to go to canter sooner than later. We're going to do a couple canter trot transitions to get him caught. Let's go to the right first. It's a bit easier. And then we're going to do a couple canter, collect the canter. So we start to pick them up off the shoulders. Because now you've just gone long and low. Now you've got to somehow pick them back up again. So we're going to do it in canter because you canter better than trot. Right, in the warm-up. Okay, so it's all just calmly logical. There's no great mystery. And push them nice and round because if you lose a little bit going in the ring, you want to make sure you have them 100% out of the ring. Good. Go ahead to sitting trot. Connect in. Good. Into your outside rein. I remember kept saying that to you at the show because you didn't have him in your outside ring. You were just sort of praying he'd keep his head down. No praying. Good. And when you're ready, canter. Good transition. Take it. That's not bad. Good. So find your normal canter. Start at some starting point. Good. And now you're going to lengthen your canter a little. Just quicken your seat and move on a little. Good. So you know he's in front of your leg. Good. Now come back to normal canter. Now collect the canter. So bring him back. Dance down though. Don't do it by pulling back every strike. Tweak, tweak on the outside ring. Even more. Bring him back shorter. Bend in. Bend in. Bend in with your inside leg. Bend in. Good, even smaller. And do a 10-meter circle in the collected pin. There. So now you're starting to pick them up. Good, now you're going to come out of that and let the canter be a little bit more open but not lower. And now soften your hands. You're not holding them up there. Do not hold him up there. Your core is holding him up there. Good, Joe. Good, bend him. He looks 500% better than he looked the other day. Right? He is such a cute horse. Good, and collect him. Hands down there. Don't collect him by trying to hold him up. Do it with your stomach. Do it with your seat. Yes, and soften him. Soften. Let him do it on his own. Give him the responsibility. And circle. Good. Good. And now open it up a little bit. Good. Good. Next time around, you're going to go across the short diagonal and do a little counter canter. Try to do it uphill bounce. Bending him right. Remember, going to the right is going to require that. Oh, stop. You're fine. Doesn't matter. Stay calm. Hands down. Super. Good. Such great balance there. That is super. Good job. Circle down at the end there. You're going to try to collect him and walk. Remember, the walk is forward. It isn't slamming the brakes on. Forward. Drive his butt underneath it. And walk. When you're ready, walk. Yeah. Oh, good riding, Jill. Yes. And that's what I say, like, you get so much out of these shows when you do them. Like, this is super here. Good job. Give him a little breather. Then we'll do the left leg. This looks so good today. And it's good that you're getting videoed because you will see it now and you'll be like, oh, this looks better than what I had on Friday. But you got flustered. The other thing, and I'm saying this to the group, be really careful, and I do this, I used to really struggle with this myself, that you go in the warm-up and you're a little in awe of a trainer or a rider or something, and you lose it. Like, you're like, oh my God, you're all like insecure and stupid. You're in your bubble. You're doing your own thing. You're well trained. I'm not letting anybody show that's not ready to show or not show at the level that they shouldn't show. So go in there with that confidence and don't be intimidated. Like, it's easy for me to say because I've been showing for about 500 years now, but it is really easy to go in there and go, oh my God, that person's doing tempies. It's blah, blah, blah person, and I'm like so impressed. But that's the way I felt a little bit here. It made me mad because they were not going to intimidate me out of my, I'm just going around the outside of the arena. If you can't get past me, then it's your problem.